Hey guys, I didn't mean to have to go back live, but I just ran into some good tea and I want to go ahead and share it right quick. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break because I need a break, okay? But I'm gonna rest after this, but I promise you guys, we have definitely got to talk because listen, okay. So Yandy and Mendeecees, y'all know that they've been doing this whole weird their marriage situation. But before we get into it, everything said in this video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. So Mendeecees sat down with a podcast, and he has yet now to disclose he and Yandy's relationship and what's really going on with them, because y'all know people been speculating. Y'all know the whole Tamar situation with her having this retrograde album coming out, and Mendeecees being in her video where they were canoodling, kissing, and according to Funky Neva, he was saying that Tamar had some type of inappropriate relationship with Mendeecees. And people were saying, oh, but no, he's married to Yandy. We've also seen where Yandy was out of the country with her boo. But girl, let's get into it. Girl. All right, so let's get into what Mendeecees had to say, because he is spilling tea on his relationship and his situationship with Yandy. I know they do share kids together, but the people have been asking, are Yandy and Mendeecees really together? Because we keep seeing Mendeecees popping out with other girls and being in touchy-feely situations with these girls when he's supposed to be with Yandy, or do they have an open situation? So you guys also remember Rashida and Kirk did a interview where they mentioned that Rashida and Kirk, it's all over Atlanta that not Rashida, but that Yandy and Mendeecees are in a whole open relationship to where Yandy does what she wants to do and see who she want to see, and Mendeecees does the same. So we're going to get into that, and I'm going to play a small clip of Funky Neva explaining what he saw, the relationship and or exchange between Tamar Braxton and Mendeecees, to kind of tie in what the people have been saying about their relationship and the fact that Mendeecees can go out and do what the fuck he wants, and he's going to say it right here too. So shout out to Shotty the comedian, because this is where I saw it. Let's get into it. Let's unpause. All right, y'all ready? Let's go.
You know, the rumors that were starting to circulate about you in the streets, because it was like, dang, if she held him down.
So even if me and Yandy decide to break up, it's no one's business but our household. Right. So if you see me acting inappropriate, it's appropriate for me. It's maybe not for you, because I'm sorry you wasn't in the group chat when we decided that you know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry you was in our bedroom when we had this conversation, and you know and that's the problem, because a lot of times these rumors, you know, we so private that we sit back and we laugh at it, and it doesn't affect us like the way it affects the public. People be like, oh, y'all should be more transparent and let us know. Yeah, we gotta figure out how to let our children know.
Right, exactly.
Right. What's the status of you and Yandy right now?
Are we not together?
Y'all not together. So y'all getting a divorce?
Well, we never was like legally married, so I don't know what a divorce. Like.
So the rumors are true that y'all just did it for TV.
Listen, I didn't do it for TV. I think listen, it was Yandy's idea, right? Because in the beginning we had I was going through legal battles with courts and fines, and you know, she said, let's not sign the papers, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I guess, you know, it kind of just stayed that way. Then we got married again, and then we still ain't.
Yeah, because I was at one though.
Yeah, you was at.
I was there, and I had a good time.
Let me tell you something. I was shocked.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful. That was about it.
Yes, beautiful. I remember the special.
Yeah, listen. But you gotta think about it, right? If I look back now, I see what people going through divorce with assets and stuff like that.
You escaped. I'm going through.
Listen, we don't gotta go through none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
you won.
It kind of worked out.
How long have y'all been split, and how was the split? What was the coping?
So I've known Yandy for like 20 years, right? So right now we've been probably split up for over a year. 20 years, you don't, it's like that person helped change you who you are today. Yeah. You know, you grew up. I'm matured in so many ways. Messing with Yandy, like I wouldn't be the man who I am today if it wasn't for her.
That's a beautiful thing to say.
So she made me look at family different. She just made me look at life different. If I show you how closed off I was, you know, I wouldn't be even sitting here having this conversation. So, it's just unfortunate that, after time, we couldn't just get on the same page.
A lot of people don't really know how to take, the rumors that were starting to circulate about you in the streets, because it was like, dang, if she held him down.
So even if me and Yandy decide to break up, it's no one's business but our household. Right. So if you see me acting inappropriate, is a
So, all right, let's get back. Let's talk. So, as you guys can hear, Mendeecees saying here, he and Yandy are not together. They haven't been together in over a year. And he clarifies that they weren't really married. I think a lot of people knew that. The rumors were circulating around. Even Mendeecees' baby mama blasted them out and said they're not even really married in real life. They just had that damn TV wedding, which Mona Scott Young put together, because Yandy and Mona Scott Young are like that. So I feel like she kept their secret as well for the sake of getting good ratings, because having a wedding on TV, that's gonna always bring some ratings, because people are like, oh my God, that's T, right? But at the end of the day, over a year, he and Yandy not being together, and then Funky Dineva coming out and saying that Mendeecees is seen going upstairs in Tamar's house and laying back comfortable, grabbing blankets and stuff like he been there before. He know where everything is. She's sitting in Mendeecees' lap and they kissing and carrying on. So now it makes sense. And even Tamar said that man ain't married. He ain't got no woman, or he and Yandy ain't together. So even she knew. But I think a lot of people didn't want to, I guess, accept the fact that Mendeecees and Yandy were not together, because that's all we've known was Mendeecees and Yandy being together on the show, whatever the case may be. Mendeecees is building this huge house I see in Atlanta, so maybe it's just for him, and of course not for Yandy. But I think we knew that Yandy had this whole, she didn't want to pay his restitution situation with when Mendeecees got into all that trouble, and once he got out, he had to pay back a lot of money. And Yandy was like, you ain't about to fuck up my money now. We can go ahead this little wedding for TV, but we ain't about to sign off on no official paperwork saying that, because I don't want that shit to fall back on me and they start tapping my pockets. But he's clarified here, he and Yandy are not together. They haven't been together in a year. They were not ever legally married. So it's given that she's doing what she wants to do. He does what he wants to do. Now, over what? I'm going to say 4 months ago, I did a live where Yandy's assistant went live. He was crying on his live and saying, hey, Yandy been flying over there to the UK, boning some guy that she met. And Yandy said she met him on some beach when the cast of Love and Hip Hop were out filming, and he walked up to her and started talking to her. They exchanged numbers. They built a fast friendship. She started seeing this guy, but she wasn't seeing him in the States, because I guess she didn't want people to recognize her out and about with this guy. But she would go out of town, like, the UK, and rent nice lavish hotels where her assistant was going, and he was seeing all of this stuff. And he said that Yandy was in a full-fledged relationship with this guy, but then when she would come back to Atlanta, she would be seen with Mendeecees, because that was their thing. But Mendeecees said, hey, I go out, I do what I want to do. If you see me out, it's because I can be out, meaning stay the fuck out of my business. You ain't got to run back telling Yandy, because she already know, because she doing what she want to do. But what y'all think about that?
Appropriate for me. Maybe not for you, because I'm sorry you wasn't in the group chat when we decided that
we won't do that.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm sorry you was in our bedroom when we had this conversation, and and that's the problem, because a lot of times these rumors, we so private that we
don't hear them all. All right, so let's go ahead and refresh you guys' memory to Funky when he was talking about it. Now I make a little more sense, all right? Because people don't want to believe him, like, oh, he lying. Because a lot of people don't like Funky. But if he's hanging in the same circles that they're hanging in, then obviously he probably saw some things. Now, I don't think that he should be out telling things that he see with his friends like that, because then they're not going to trust you to be around them, because they feel like you talk too much. But in this situation, he was invited out to some type of party. He says that was supposed to be for him. Mendeecees showed up later on, and the energy between Mendeecees and Tamar seemed to be a little off, to where they were very flirtatious and doing some things that a couple would do. And like I said, it was said that, hey, that man's supposed to be with Yandy. What is it? What's going on here? But Mendeecees said, hey, if you see me out doing these things in these situations, it's because I can. Let's get into what Funky had to say. We ain't gonna play a lot. Shout out to him.
Do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house? Because after her and Mendeecees got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped off at Tamar's house, I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all ass was kissing. Okay. And the shit made me damn uncomfortable. Okay. Now, if anybody know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth, it's Mendeecees and his best friend, because they was the ones who went upstairs with you. Now, I don't know whether they was fucking your ass from the back and ran your head through the headboard or what. Okay? But if anybody need to be investigated on what happened to you in your damn teeth, it need to be Mendeecees and his friend, because that's who went upstairs with you.
Child.
This is how we grew our podcast to over 10,000 listeners with spending hours editing each week. First, look up Riverside, then create.
That's who went upstairs with you. Okay? All the phone calls I got at the V12, is Tamar drunk? Why is she sitting on Mendeecees' lap like this? Why is she sitting on Mendeecees' lap? And see, here's the thing.
Wow.
I hate that I even chose to go this route because it follows the narrative of, oh, he just a messy sissy who couldn't wait to get Mad Day to tell her business.
That's all we need to hear. So he just verified what everyone says that what he says that he saw and the exchange between Mendeecees and Tamar when, of course, Mendeecees is supposed to be with Yandy. So Mendeecees again says, hey, if you see me out with a girl on my lap or I'm kissing some girl, I'm out on a date, it's because I can do that. All right. And maybe mind your business because it's something that he and Yandy have arranged it. It's okay. Yandy's doing her. I'm doing me. And we're going to raise these kids together. And that's just the arrangement it seems that they have. Okay. They're not married. He just said it. They don't have no legal paperwork binding them together. It is what it is. He says, I've known Yandy for 20 years, but Funky says that he saw Tamar sitting on Mendeecees' lap, and he also went upstairs, and it appears that they may have had some wild bedroom antics, which caused Tamar to be, injured, according to Funky, not me, because I didn't want to be there. But that's what he's saying, that he saw some inappropriate exchanges between Tamar. And I said that Tamar's energy and their chemistry in her video, Retrograde, was kind of like they've been around each other. It was too natural. Like, damn, if you kissing him off camera, now it makes sense that you guys are so comfortable on camera because, the way he was touching her, looking at her, like all of that, because y'all have already done that. That's what it gave me. I was like, damn, they mad comfortable on camera when I saw it for the very first time. And now I see why. Because outside of you guys working together, according to what Funky is saying, y'all already doing that shit. Y'all already hugging and kissing and sitting on his lap and all of that. So, he was playing her boyfriend in the video, and he played it very well. Wait, I'm trying to tell you, he played it very well. But y'all put in there what y'all think. This video is very short. We've already seen this with Funky. If you guys follow me, I played it in its entirety so you guys could see it. But let me know what y'all think about what Mendeecees has revealed in this video, that he and Yandy are no longer together and have not been together in over a year now. He's living his life. He's doing him. He's building a nice, beautiful home on his property, and he's doing well. So shout out to him moving over his life. And Yandy, child, do you, I guess, as well, since it's already been said that y'all already doing it. But let's go ahead and get out of here, child. I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer because I'm ready to get off here. Shout out to my top flight Maj, True TV Podcast, Tower, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead. Thank y'all for modding, okay? And also thank you to all of my Caramellians, and thank you to all the content creators that joined this live as well. All right. Thank you guys. See you guys later for the next one. Keep your notifications on because as y'all can see how I spin the block on y'all just right quick and came back with some more tea. If you ain't got your notifications on, then you ain't gonna be able to rock with me. All right. So keep your notifications on, like the video, hype this video up as well. See you guys for the next one. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They're deceived with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.